Please, laugh at America. We can handle it, promise. We'll cheer if you say something we haven't thought of. We look to comedians we want honest news. We coined the term. It's funny because it's true. So have your laughs and pick your fun because our show's only just begun. Find the funny in our tears. We'll use your laughs to quell our fears. We'll tell ourselves it can't be so bad when so much fun is being had. Our government wages war on drugs and on terror, but our people die in terror with drugs just out of reach, and little boys in hoodies can't even walk down our streets. Corporations killing our planet, police killing our people, people go missing and aren't treated like people, no living wages, people in cages, school shooters trained by the schools they rampage in. Is history something we have a shot at a page in? It's just a first world problem, promise. So tell us that you see just one turnaround and that punching at us is still not punching down. Please, laugh at America. Roast us on a spit. And tell us that you know we can still handle this. Promise. Because America isn't perfect, but it's far better than other countries. Now, better get to work. You have to make rich men their money. If you get to job 3 late again, your children will go hungry. But you can work assured. We're still better than other countries. Your neighbor's son was shot last week for dressing like his mommy. As her tears strike the once dusty ground and she can't tell if it's muddy or bloody, don't forget to remind all around, at least we're better than other countries. An 11-year-old had a baby this year, but we're better than other countries. We have the most incarcerated people here, but we're better than other countries. There were 647 mass shootings last year, but we're better than other countries. There's a such thing as homeless villages here, but we're better than other countries. I think it's time we stop concentrating on being better than other countries. I live here, not there, and I don't care if we're better than other countries. To be the best, we must beat the best. We're not talking about other countries. You can rest on your laurels, but I threw mine out because laurels make you lazy. And I'm working to ensure my 5th grade grandchild can say with all authority that we work to be better than we once were, not better than other countries.
I'm in kindergarten.
If voting didn't work, they wouldn't work so hard to stop you. They yell and rant and rave and label everything obscene. They say our desire to change the world is nothing but a dream. It's impossible. But legends are only written of those who stand in bold defiance of that which we've defined to be impossible. You know defiance, that feeling just beyond rage that if utilized correctly could mean their undoing. That thing that they desperately tried to discipline out of us as we sat behind computer and TV screens, hiding from monsters that were only under our beds or in our heads if we were lucky. Y'all, we can't pass the buck here. We'd have to have one first. They took everything that was promised to us and left nothing but a thirst that couldn't be quenched without taking some sort of lead to our heads. So we took to the forums instead of the streets. We made social media our medium of speech. And in doing so, we leveled up while they weren't paying attention. We learned to have our whispers heard around the world by millions. So what would happen if we turned the volume up to 42? And we let them know we won't be limited by the best that they could do. Why do I have to be the one to get on here and say this? I'll remind you pagans aren't received well attempting to convey this. Believe it or not, paradise is not a concept unique to you. The rest of us would really like the world to suck less too, but it seems like in the churches under the steeple, nobody cares about the rest of us people unless we're going to the doctor or bathroom. Our harvests are failing. Our supply chain is breaking. We're facing a tragedy still in the making. We have just enough time left to fill churchyards with food. And that's all that I'm here today asking of you. You could regrow Eden if you really wanted to. Our people are sick and tired and hurt while sheep sit in church pews praying for worse, begging Jesus to come back with his sword and cleanse what they don't like from this too broken world. But who broke it? Who could mend it? If God's love is in you, don't you get it yet? Eye of newt and silver tongue, by the word it was begun. Eye of newt is mustard seed. It's not so scary once you know what it means, and Jesus said that was all you would need in measure of faith to do anything, even move mountains. We already know how to move mountains. There's no need to show us. The restructuring we really need won't be found by moving hard rocks, but by moving hard hearts and stiff necks. Those that say let them suffer, they get what they get. Wolves dressed like sheep would have you see yourself above us. But last I checked, Jesus came down here specifically to love us. He didn't demand we all be of one religion first. He didn't say we all had to bend the knee first. He didn't wait for all of us to go and tithe first. He didn't go and search for the signs of the ends of times first. So why do you? What's your excuse? What lies have your demons been telling you? Why do you doubt what showing this world God's love would do? I dare you to go to his house and look up at his face, shadowed by thorns originally placed to show this whole world his utter disgrace. Go stand before your Savior and confess that your faith is not strong enough to show his mercy and grace to those living lives you judge with distaste. Go meet the eyes of a martyr and tell him more time wouldn't matter. Go tell him it's too much of a burden. To care for this world, he should burn it. Go tell him how we're just not worth it. Go tell him how you and yours earned it. Go tell him how anyone not already saved should be raised from this earth. Toss us aside. Go justify how if we don't meet your measure of morality, you won't even try. As you stand there, I hope you realize you'd be lying and fail. And then turn around and tell them all who sent you there. Tell them how a witch from the internet says you need to have faith. You need to walk through this world like you've met God face to face. And to show us that love, you must set aside your distaste and plant paradise here before it's too late. This is not a miracle I'm asking of you. It's just no one else I can call on has the resources you do. You say the Lord lives in you. So yeah, we're looking at you. If not now, then when? If not you, then who? So before you toss my poems aside, as I'm sure you're inclined to, please, first take a breath and ask yourself, what would Jesus do? Much love to my chickadee Mad Hatter for the comment that prompted this. I have never spoken all 4 of those poems right in a row like that before, but with everything that's been going on lately, it just seemed to fit. And I'll tell you what, I don't usually get it in less than 20 takes. This one took magic number 3. There's something to this, y'all. I look forward to seeing how far it'll go. Much love, my chickadees. Shine bright. Stay defiant. And question everything. Also, please don't forget, I do have my art listed in my merch store. And I do have a TikTok shop showcase filled with all of the things that I desperately want to get if I could. So, maybe just go look, see if you don't find something interesting if you happen to have the time. I'll talk to y'all later. Mwah.